Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, good afternoon. It's a profound honor to be here. My name is Thor Halvorssen. I'm the founder of the Human Rights Foundation. We operate out of New York, and as I was sitting here listening to this, it kind of reminded me, and it moved me profoundly. I got involved in human rights when my father was a political prisoner in Venezuela, and I didn't have a choice in the matter. And so, for me, celebrating the defiance against authoritarianism of both Sviatlana Tsikhanouskaya and Evgenia Kara-Murza it's just a beautiful thing. It's amazing to see you, my friend. Vladimir, where have you been? Well, you look great, my friend. I want to, as we celebrate these remarkable people, I would like to extend a very heartfelt greeting from Yulia Navalnaya. She's the new chair of the Human Rights Foundation after a 12-year term by Garry Kasparov. Her steadfast commitment to her husband, Alexei Navalny, and to the struggle for freedom in Russia mirrors the bravery of Sviatlana and Evgenia. These three women share an unyielding dedication to justice, to truth, and the liberation of people from oppressive regimes in Russia, Belarus, and they've made it their cause to add the rest of the world that is suffering under authoritarianism, because ultimately it is the same struggle. It is not a struggle of left or right or socialism or fascism. It's a struggle of up or down. Tom Lantos, whose legacy of human rights advocacy we hold so dear, once said, "The veneer of civilization is paper thin. We are its guardians and we can never rest." Sviatlana, Evgenia have embodied this principle through their unrelenting fight against these tyrannies. Despite the daunting personal costs, they've chosen to be the guardians of civilization, refusing to remain silent in the face of injustice. In the case of Sviatlana, her journey from teacher and mother to the leader of the Belarusian democratic movement is nothing short of extraordinary. When her husband Sergei was silenced by imprisonment, she found her own voice and became the face of the struggle for freedom in Belarus. Her campaign, marked by peaceful rallies and a powerful message of unity, awakened the conscience of Belarusians around the world. She reminds us of Tom Lantos' lifelong advocacy for holding those in power accountable. In the case of Evgenia Kara-Murza, likewise, she has shown enormous strength and immense resilience. As the wife of Vladimir Kara-Murza, courageous, twice poisoned leader of the opposition, fortunately recently released, Evgenia could have chosen to remain silent, but she instead chose to become an advocate for her husband's voice and the voices of countless other prisoners of conscience in Russia. Tom Lantos often reflected about his experience as a Holocaust survivor. When he was 16, he was sent to a Nazi forced labor camp in a small village about 40 miles north of Budapest in Hungary. He emphasized that his survival was made possible by the courage and the compassion of those who chose to act rather than those who chose to stand by. For instance, Swedish diplomat Raoul Wallenberg. After Tom Lantos escaped the labor camp, on his second attempt, he reunited with his aunt, who was living in a Wallenberg safe house. Evgenia embodies this ethos. She chose to stand up, to be involved, and to fight, not just for her husband's freedom, but for the soul of Russia. The paths of Sviatlana and Evgenia have been marked by sacrifice, but also by extraordinary hope. They did not give up. And you've seen what can happen if you don't give up. We have Vladimir here. They stand for unyielding resolve. So as we honor them, we celebrate not just their achievements, but the enduring spirit of resistance and the unwavering belief in the possibility of a better future. When asked about his proudest achievement as a senior member of Congress, Tom Lantos famously responded, "It's very easy for me to choose the area where I have made the modest contribution that I'm most proud of, and that's human rights." So let us draw inspiration from their example and commit ourselves to this ongoing struggle. For as Tom Lantos said, it isn't enough not to be a perpetrator. You must also not be a bystander. Thank you, Evgenia. Thank you, Sviatlana. And thank you for coming today.